Hi everyone, today's What Sold video is going to be a little longer. It takes place from May 22nd to May 31st of 2025. We're going to start with eBay. These Judy blue jeans sold for $25. The reason it shows a little more right here is because they sold really late last night, and so my husband just hasn't shipped them out yet, but he's going to do all of our packages later tonight. And so today that will go down the $6.29 that they paid for the shipping, so it'll be like 20. But anyway, so we profited about $16 on these. Next was finally this pair of Crocs men's shoes. We really rarely sell shoes, and that doesn't mean we don't have them listed. We have quite a bit listed, but we don't sell them very frequently. But these did sell for $24. A new with tags J. Jill t-shirt sold for 16. A new with tags Vera Bradley purse sold for $24.50. That was part of the 30% off discount that we ran for Memorial Day. This was also part of the 30% off deal we ran for Memorial Day. It lasted from a Friday to I think past Memorial Day. I think it ran until like the like early morning that Tuesday. This is currently going through some issues. So it sold for 17.50, which was 30% off. I also ended up paying an ad fee for 50 cents. So we didn't get a ton off of it. We would profit $9.42 on this. However, there's currently an issue with it because the buyer is claiming it has a large hole in the back. And I did reach out to the buyer after they made me aware of this, and I showed her in the listing photos that there was no hole. You could clearly see the back. You could even see the back where she's claiming it is through the front because it's an open cardigan. So in the front picture, um, where the front of the cardigan opens, you can see the back where she's claiming the hole is, and there's no hole. So I told her I was not able to contact eBay to help, that was going to be something that she would have to reach out to them for. This was back on Thursday that I was talking with her. And so she opened up a case so that eBay could communicate what to do. I guess it's different. I like how with Poshmark, you can invite Poshmark into the conversation and they'll kind of look through everything that you're discussing and try to help out. With eBay, it's a little more hands off in the beginning. And so I guess after June 4th, which I really don't want her to have to wait that long, then they'll come in and discuss. So I tried reaching out to eBay. It's like some AI chat they have. I'm not too fond of it, but I tried reaching out to them to see if they'd be able to step in, and they just kept giving me the same answer, which was that they will step in after 3 business days. Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. So Tuesday will be the third business day. Um, Tuesday. So yeah, the fourth. The fourth, I guess, is when they should be able to hopefully come in and help. I don't really know what they will help with. I guess I just show the photos from our listing that it didn't have a hole in it. It kind of looks like it was cut with scissors. It looks kind of sliced. So I don't know how much they'll be able to help. But anyway, in the meantime, we profited about $9 off this, and I will update you guys if I get some kind of conclusion by the time I do a next video. The next item is a Harley Davidson t-shirt. It's sold as part of the Memorial Day sale for $17.50. A Jones New York t-shirt, same sale, 30% off, sold for $8.40. A Vermont Country Store nightgown, same sale. And I was happy this sold because it was flannel, so I was kind of thinking it may not sell until maybe the fall, and it sold for $31.50. A black short sleeve tour dress sold as part of the Memorial Day sale for $17.50. I have noticed that this just seems like a really good way of getting rid of inventory, and it seems like it's moving things quickly, is to do that 30% off sale. That seems to be a really good discount. And what I've also noticed, which I know I've mentioned before, is even after the sale is over, then eBay still has like the items that people are watching. Or liked or whatever. And so you can still send an offer to them. So what I do is after the sale is over, pretty much immediately after, then I'll go and just send a 20% out offer to those people. And so I think that it's kind of like in their minds, oh, I missed out on the 30% off sale. Darn, that's okay. I'll go ahead and just get it while she's offering 20% off because I do usually make a couple sales that way, just offering that 20% off as soon as the sale ends to directly to like the watchers. So this sold for 17.50. This Talbot's t-shirt sold for 11.50. These are just items like I've mentioned before, the Talbots, Jones, New York, things like that that have come from my mom's closet that she offers to me to resell. Unless it's like a really nice item like that Lauren Ralph Lauren top or something that's brand new with tags, I think I should be able to get about $20 for, then I usually will give her like $2 or $3 per item. If it's a nicer item, something I think I can get at least 20 bucks for, then I will go ahead and give her that $4, which is my average cost of goods. Then this Anne Klein little, they called it a cardigan jacket, is what the brand called this. It was, I would definitely say more of like a cardigan than a jacket. It was really pretty and lightweight, and it was new with tags. I got it at Goodwill, and it sold for $32. And lastly, on eBay were these Speedo shorts, swim trunks, and they sold for 15. I had these listed for quite a bit higher, and the person sent me an offer for like I think 10 when I had them listed for like maybe 25. And we finally settled on 15 because I had had these listed for at least a year, I think since last summer. And I just wanted to be done with them. So in total on eBay, we profited $142.75, which is the most that we made on eBay all month. So I was happy with that. Next, we'll move on to Poshmark. On Poshmark, we sold these American Eagle skinny jeans in a size 16 for $18. These I got at Goodwill. I had just purchased them for myself. I bought a bunch of them. I feel like it was right before right before I found out that I was pregnant. So I got a bunch of these and they were like $4 each, I think Goodwill charges. I did have this price list set up because we're trying to do a new spreadsheet system like this for our items to keep track of like what things sell for and what items we have in inventory other than flip. That will hopefully help out a little bit when we go to do our taxes next year. And then I realized while I was like maybe 15 items in, I think this is outdated. I think they switched over from these prices to like maybe 50 cents more a few months ago, like maybe at the beginning of 2025. So we'll probably make a trip out. I'm hoping later this evening so that I can get a new picture of what the like the price board. So I know not all Goodwills price things individually, but ours does. Let's get back to this. Oh no. Okay. So, but anyway, so it was around $4. And like I always say, that's our average cost of goods because some items we pay nothing for, one, $2 for, some more. So it averages out. So we profited $10.40 on these. Another Vermont country store item. This was a seersucker robe and it sold for 30. A Torrid t-shirt. It was cool. It had slashes on the sleeves. We do have one more of these in like a, I think a 2 or 3X. And these were when I was doing the retail arbitrage on Torrid's clearance website, which I'm probably not going to do again because these things have been sitting for so long. However, I will admit that I kind of took a lazy way out because I saw that it was working for other sellers where they only listed the stock photos of the items and the details from the website, and they didn't actually take pictures of the item itself nor the measurements. So I feel like that could have definitely benefited me had I taken actual photos and measurements, but it probably would have allowed them to not sit as long. I'm just happy that it finally sold and for $17. A Chico's top, it was had these really cute circle cutouts in the back and it sold for 14. A Talbot's jacket, that and the Chico's top were my mom's, so I did pay her for those. And because I figured I'd get a decent amount for them, I did pay her $4 each. This was a new with tags denim jacket from Talbot's and it sold for 36. A pair of Duluth Trading Company jeans sold for 21. I think these are the ones that I just listed actually. I won't bother going through them, but I think these are the ones I had just listed, which I would have gotten them from Goodwill for $4 and some change. A cute little boutique dress. Probably just came from like Shein or Temu. I had gotten a bunch of stuff from my friend when she was moving. She gave me a bunch of clothes and I just told her I'd give her some money for them. I gave her like, I think $3 if I thought I could sell them on Poshmark, and one if I thought I could sell them at the consignment store, because as you guys know, our consignment shop gives us like pennies. And so our cost of goods was very low on this. And we got $8 for the dress. A LuLaRoe rose printed floral tunic top. It was new with tags and it sold for $8. A Papagallo long sleeve dress. We just listed our second one of these, the same brand and size that is, and this sold for 17. I did have it listed and for more. I probably could have gotten at least 20 for it, but this was during the waterfall sale I was running for Memorial Day, and I did 10% off, then 20, then 30, and then eventually I think I even did 40% on some items. Next, a Cynthia Rowley top. It was also new with tags. I got this at Goodwill, I think just out of the women's bin, which is like $1.99, and it sold for 15. A pair of Torrid jeans. These had been listed for quite a while as well, and these I had for $25. I sent out an offer, and then the lady, I think, missed it, like it expired, and she came back and asked if I could accept the offer for 20, and I said yes. So those sold for 20. A V-neck Talbot's top, another item of my mom's, sold for 14. Another item from her, a Lands' End size 1X top, sold for 13. This was mine. It was just a Simply Southern t-shirt, had a little bit of wash wear, so I had priced it at like $10, and I accepted an offer of 8. And lastly, a Lane Bryant top that my mom found at the consignment store. She paid $2 for it, and it sold for 15. Our total profit on Poshmark this week, or for the week of the 22nd to the 31st, was $138.50. And then we'll move to Mercari because surprisingly we got 3 sales in those 3 weeks, or in those week and a half. We sold a pair of Carol pajamas. They were a 2X. We have 2 of these. So one sold. We still have one left in the same size. And they sold for $26.75. Next was a Talbot's top, another of my mom's, sold for 16, and we already got positive feedback that she loves it. Oh, we sold 4 things? Oh, that's fun. Okay, I thought it was just 3. That's so rare from Mercari to get that many sales. This really cute vintage Y2K style maxi skirt. I found this at Goodwill, and I just thought from the look alone that it would sell well. Comps weren't super like amazing on it because it didn't have like a really well-known brand, but I just figured besides it being Y2K, maxi, and all that good stuff, it was belted and it was a larger plus size. And so it sold for 32 bucks. And then lastly, this I don't even know how you would, as like a kind of like a pageant looking Halloween themed nightshirt dress thing. I got it at the same time that I got all those American Eagle jeans for myself, and I picked this up because it was cute and I love Halloween and anything horror. And I wore it a few times, but I'm just not a pajama person. I'm just like a comfy clothes person at night. So I ended up selling this. I had it listed for $10, and yesterday or last night, this person sent me an offer for 9, and I was like, heck yeah, okay. So it sold for $9, which brought our total profit to $56.50 for Mercari. And so in total, in May, from May 1st to May 31st, our total profit was $1,253.29. $1,253.29. That is shocking. That is for one, we beat our goal of 1,000 for the first time this year of 2025. We met our goal and beat it of 1,000. And we also exceeded December's goal, which is crazy to me because, or December's profit, which I'm so surprised because that's quarter 4, and quarter 4 is usually like your highest earning few months of the entire year. So the fact that we surpassed December's profit is amazing to me. And I just have to think that it's got to be because of tax returns, and then also because I have just really, really amped up listing so much every single day. And it seems like it's paying off. So I'm going to try to keep that up. Let me know in the comments how your guys' sales are doing, if you ran any sales for Memorial Day, if they paid off, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.